I'll call the meeting to order.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Let me get this, I think on 6:07. Go ahead.
No, Larry.
hey, Charles.
Hey,
I couldn't use my helicopter, had to use the car.
best friend.
Very nice to see you, sir.
Haven't seen you in some time. How are you?
Hey,
Good to see you. Good to see you.
how's everybody? How you doing, sir?
Doing good, how are you?
Hey, sure, how are you?
Same team here, I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
Since the
Yeah.
reception this week, we're glad to be here.
I think combined age is 3,000.
Would you, we do the,
Quite
salute,
close.
I'll get a regular meeting.
Okay, you want to do that? All right.
If you'll lead us, Colonel.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence. Please take your seats.
Thank you. Okay, thank you all for being here. I feel like we really have an all-star team. Really feel like all of you. Need this now. And I'm looking at my minutes here. Why have these two? These 2 pages? Beginning with having new business. Yeah. So,
Okay, so we have no public comments. It's order of business right now. So if you want to add anything, delete anything, defer anything, or keep the agenda as is.
so let's begin with the purpose of the objectives. It's pretty obvious. We want to raise money. And the proceeds from these funds are to go to Veterans Park and the proposed memorial. So anyone have anything to add to that?
Yeah, it's not a memorial, it's a veterans wall, because our names are gonna be on it and we're not quite dead yet.
Veterans Wall.
Veterans wall on. Don't call it a memorial. Mike was very much alive to this day.
Okay, the goals and the success of the metrics. Well, again, that's pretty obvious. And first off, we need to talk about the event overview. The date, the location, and the schedule. It's been recommended, and I think we all agree that the new Miami Lakes Golf Course would be the ideal place to happen. The coffee battle.
Okay.
And the next thing would be the biggest challenge for the moment would be the date. And Fred had mentioned that a Friday would be the best day for an outing. Based on the business
Based on
professionals.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little pushback. I spoke to John Reed on more than one occasion about that. And John was pretty adamant about, not having an event on Friday. His reason being that he wanted to reserve that day for the members and he wanted to attract members at 15,000, whatever, $10,000, whatever it is. And he wanted to have the date open for the members to play and that Monday would be the suggested date. At one point I realized that, I wasn't getting any headway. So rather than having to defend the reason why I want to do that, I backed off and hopefully that, that maybe Fred or someone else would have a better approach, maybe through the Grand Company. Any comments on that?
No, the date aside, what month were you looking at doing it?
Well, we talked about the end of February, but we're open to the date based on availability with the golf course.
Yeah, we kind of we threw a date, planted a flag on the date, February 26th, just to give us planning date to reverse plan from. But it's subject to shifting depending upon, when we can get the grant companies to agree to allow us to use their golf course. So, I haven't reached out to,
Yeah,
anybody?
and I was just saying, one thing about it, I've only saw one time, I went to Naples one time on a Monday. Cause sometimes the members, they, like you said, they like to reserve it for, but I think what we really need to do is push the veteran aspect of it. See, the veterans got yellow, green, blue, yellow, white. there's no, almost nobody dislike event, almost. So I think if we go for that standpoint and still try to stick to the Friday. See, the problem is when are most people off? See, you know, you can work Friday and then that's the weekend. But if you're talking about getting up on Monday, that's the beginning of another week. I'm just saying, we had one over, like I said, in Naples, we drove over there about 7 o'clock in the morning. They started about 10, we finished about 2:30. We're back over here by 5. But that's the only one in all my years I ever played in the tournament. And I've already played in 2. I got 2 more before our tournament. They all are on Friday.
Okay.
I think it needs to be on a Friday.
Right.
I mean, and I also think, you know, we should do it in Miami Lakes Golf Club and.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about
And,
that.
you know, I mean, I see Stu every once in a while, the CEO of Brand Company. I have not approached him yet, but in fact, I saw him today.
Yeah. I know Charlie DeLuca Jr. I know.
So I can ask him.
Danny Martinez is the one pretty much,
Yeah, right, yeah, he is. Yeah.
he's pretty much in charge of the whole.
Operation.
Yeah,
so
Did you
maybe,
get any response on that?
No, I haven't talked to him yet.
well, if you hit Danny and I hit Stu and you
Yeah.
hit whoever, you know, like, we come in at 3 sides.
We're looking at February 26th, right?
Right, right. I mean, it can move. If they say it has to be in March, we can move.
Yeah,
it.
right.
You know, we'll do whatever,
Make it
whatever
on
Friday
March.
they give us, you know.
26 is a Thursday, so you mean
27th,
27th?
I meant
And we
27th.
don't-
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement on that. Like,
Get a pen. Yeah, like, we're back. So,
February 27th, great. Logistics and accessibility. I think again, you know, we're gonna have to approach that as we get closer to the date. Okay, the format of the golf tournament,
What do you mean by logistics and accessibility?
well, that would mean, you know, in my understanding would be, you know, how we would get everything out there, who would, you know, what items would have to be brought there. I mean, that would be further down the road. It should
What
be.
is the golf course responsible for? What are we responsible for? They gonna get the carts, they gonna put the names on them, all that kind of stuff, and then whatever we need.
Right, that's one of the things that we would have to do, and that's one of the things where I need you guys, because your experience in doing these golfing events, and it's the first time for me, so I'm pretty much in the blind. So just take over and jump in. I mean, we'll forget about Robert's rules here. This is a discussion
Right,
of
right.
professionals. Getting good.
Yeah.
For the record, this will still follow Robert's
Robert's
rules of
rules.
order. The subcommittee meeting
All right.
is recorded.
That's required.
Sunshine law.
Yeah, that's required.
We'll stick to Robert's.
You can't amend in, town rules just like that.
When you've put these things on before, because I heard that the one that you sponsored was really class act. Did you defer to other people to do the legwork, or did you already have some sense of
we
who
had, we
knew
had
what?
people doing, different things.
Yeah.
But, we can have one person. And going after the sponsors,
Yeah.
everybody
that's
should,
good.
because people,
Right.
you know people. There could be sponsors and could be, get out one of the levels that whatever we decide, to do. And obviously Miami Lakes Automotive will be a major sponsor, and we'll do a hole in one as well. But, I mean, we did have a couple of people that went after vendors. Because vendors, are plenty of them, cigar makers, beer and booze. There are quite a few. I know some people and, that could be, you want those people to be present.
The radio announcer on the hole in one.
Right. You want those people to be there to, and then they'll bring their products, to showcase their product and then give it to us for free.
Yeah, so what vendors should we have? Wine?
I don't know about wine,
Beer?
beer and liquor,
Cigars.
cigars.
Liquor?
Food.
Huh?
Food, different restaurants.
Food, I'm not sure that, food, you want to save it for the end.
You know, if we're gonna do the, the award ceremony
Right.
or whatever, at the end, that's where you should have the food,
Mhm.
but not, and usually, you either cater that, from one of the local restaurants,
Right.
I mean, I'm sure we can get, Gabrielle and Pamper Chef, to pitch in, maybe a couple others,
Yeah, I was gonna call out the Mission Barbecue.
Mission
see if-
Barbecue should
Yeah,
be
see if they
there.
would do it. They're having a tournament for the trip go to DC on November 3rd at Plantation, what is it, no, Pembroke Lakes Golf Course. So if anybody was out, that'd be a good time to kind of ride and see the general lay of the land, see how they have it all done. The big thing is that you gotta have 9% of your money made, as you say, before they hit the first ball.
Oh, yeah.
The balls that's gravy. So you do the whole sponsor, $100 a piece or 150, whatever you say for a whole sponsor. And you get however many, you get 25, you just put two in the hole. And that's the big thing, is the sponsorship. And you want all, like I said, you want most of the money already made before they show up on the day of the golf tournament.
Yeah, the sponsors should cover the cost of the,
Right,
pretty much. And not the whole thing, 85%.
right.
The rest of it comes from the, foursomes and, that, some people may not be, on one of the sponsor levels, but they may buy a foursome. The foursome usually goes for about $800. I think,
Well, should we talk about sponsorship levels? What do you have in mind?
Okay, well, I looked at it, here's golf tournament that's coming up on the 25th of November. It's done by the parents of the people in the Air Force Academy. And it's got some outlines of what some of the sponsors or sponsorships are. Sponsorship packages. And
Yeah.
Don't we have established, through the town, we have various levels?
But each one's different for each organization, each rating level.
this is just one example, and I thought it was pretty good, and I like the idea. I mean, I'm not afraid to ask, $1,200 for a foursome. I mean, I think it's, in this day and age, it's not a lot. And I think that because it's for the veterans, I think we're good.
The other people that could support an event like this would be golfing, either stores or manufacturers, guys at, clubs.
We hope to hit all of this. I just, I'm looking forward to getting the packs together and just hitting the payment and going out there and.
The first thing is that whenever we have a brochure or we have a packet,
Right.
the next time we meet, so if we see, like I'm thinking about Walmart, I'm thinking about maybe they may donate a TV,
Exactly.
that kind of stuff.
And it's not an auction.
Right, yeah, or either
Yeah.
silent auction or sell tickets,
Mhm.
$5 a piece, 5 for 25 or 5 for 10. Well, people buy those things by the rolls, and then it's all free. So whatever they get, it's not costing us, any money. I also was gonna reach out to Dick's Sporting Goods, because I was at one the other day. They donated a golf bag full of balls and everything else. Then the golf course may offer foursome. If you got this winning ticket, you get a foursome to play within the next 90 days. So like I said, the sponsorship is for me, but I don't afraid of no more than I love about it, but it drives the whole thing. And I think they had 5,000. The lady that I know, she was a sponsor. She did 5,000, and she did 3 teams. They gave her 3 teams and a logo and a big sign. Corporate sponsor. She's a psychiatric service, one of the largest in South Florida. So that covered quite a bit. And then they had a couple of medical things like Humana, those kind of people say, hey, could you give us a donation, or could you be out there that day, and maybe they would bring some clinicians that do some blood pressure or do something else we was talking about and charge them.
Great idea.
Yeah, do you charge them like a fee, or would it be like a $1,500
Like a donation.
whatever?
Yeah, there should be a fee for, for somebody to put their tent there.
Right,
And their
yeah.
products, because they are gonna be announcing promoting their whatever they sell.
Yeah.
And, so it should be a fee for that.
Exactly.
Pedro Viallo would be very helpful in getting a couple of the clinics. He knows all those
He's,
people.
he's good.
Yeah, he knows all.
He's a friend of all those people, so I'm sure that we can call on him for that. There are a couple more, here, Drip, is usually available, to do all kinds of things, when it comes to help and B12 shots and, and all those things
Yeah.
that people like.
So
Do we,
what's the sponsorship level that they use for, well, I know our reindeer run is very high, we got 10,000 and it goes down. But for the Mental Health Task Force 12 Festival, I know they have a gold, and I think the gold is 700. We can always make the gold level 1,000 and go down from there.
I had a question on that, Bill, if I thought, they want to announce something.
Yeah, I mean, so it's better, like Mike was suggesting, let's copy stuff.
If you look at this virtual one I just gave you on the Air
Yeah.
Force, it looks like Edmore's Cadillac and, Florida Healthcare are the primary, just like, headquarters Toyota was for the reindeer run. These two were the top ones for that. Is that something we want to do for that, create a tier for some top sponsors? To be like the major.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm driving.
That would be,
Okay.
that would be
I'm gonna
probably
answer, I'm
five,
gonna answer the
5,000
question and
up.
give you the product all at the same time. So, that's the way I roll.
Well, you said 10,000, I'm thinking that's a
So,
nice number.
so let's, why don't we take the mental health task force one? And because on each one of these levels, the town says they'll provide the following stuff, and it's already laid out in that sponsorship agreement for mental health tasks. That includes website presence,
They make a sign.
they make a sign, they do the banner or whatever they do, there's a banner requirement, so that tells us also who we need to contact, because we'll probably have to have a banner printed, and I wonder if anybody here has a son-in-law or.
You wanna have a,
Banner printed
Have
for
the
each
banner-
sponsor.
you wanna have a banner back, use as a
Yeah,
backdrop.
yeah, one of those
The
things
whole
for
name
pictures,
of all the sponsors,
exactly,
whatever,
yeah.
Well,
For
that's
the
what you have to do.
pictures, for the,
Exactly. So,
Yours-
so
yours is
I'm
excellent.
already thinking AC Graphics has some work for us to do, so,
Yeah.
that way we can use them and they'll give us a great price and, be fine, it'll be a win-win for both. So, yeah, so if we can use that as a template, send it to Larry, and Larry, he just picks it up. You can change the amounts, but what's good about it is it gives you it gives you exactly what the town will do. And also, what we would have to do as a committee, mainly that backdrop. And that way we have this kind of like all figured out and we just have to figure out the dollar amounts. If we want like a $10,000, there's a platinum sponsor, one of those, one of those that we have for the reindeer run. We should discuss that.
Maybe two or three $5,000 ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, we could have, maybe maybe we should, I don't know, first of all, what's our costs to get
Yeah, that's
golf
the other
course
thing.
on Friday? We have to first determine what our costs are. So that way we can figure out how much we need to raise by sponsorship and how much we need to raise and, paying for the game
I heard $150 a person was an estimate.
was, okay, so.
I don't know whether
That's kind of high,
that's what Danny, John Reed told me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I say if we go to them and say, hey, this
they
is,
raised it,
this is
Okay,
veterans.
so let's say it's
That's the
$150.
case.
Yeah, it's $150.
it was about 80.
Yeah, and he's charging $10,000 to be a member now too, and you got to put 20,000 with the first.
So with a running number of $150 a person, how many people?
I think that can be reduced.
Okay,
From
let's
max,
just,
from max for 8 on each hole, I think it's 144.
okay, so it's one,
One.
how many
one-
total players are we talking about?
That's if you get 8 on each hole. 8 times,
8 times what?
8 times
8
18.
starters in each hole?
8 times 18.
I mean, a shotgun
Right.
Yeah.
with 8 on each
So we're
hole.
talking
Yeah.
about 144
Yeah,
times
that's max,
150.
144.
Yeah, if we get 150, like 150 players, should be fine.
Okay, so if we have 150 times 150, that tells us what we're looking at. $22,500 just to get the golf course. All right, and they're gonna probably require at least half down. So we're looking at $11,250. So that should make us focus on what we want our sponsorship levels to be, so maybe maybe we want one $5,000, a few $2,500, and a few $1,000 ones, a few $500 ones, and then the lowest one we have maybe is $500, you know? Although maybe 250 would be good if we get like 10 or 15 250s, you know?
Mhm.
So, but I mean, send it to him and then he'll, you know, figure that out, and that way we can have a start, but we should be shooting for sponsorship money. Whatever it adds up to should exceed $22,500. We have the whole golf tournament, whole golf thing paid.
Hmm.
And then we have the additional costs of for beer and liquor, it'll be vendors, so
It'll be vendors.
they'll get paid, you know. Cigars will be vendors. We could do you know, food. We'll try to reach out to Mission Barbecue and see if they can come free.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to do a silent auction, you know.
That's not an auction, it's a
good money
thing.
raiser.
I mean, it's not a real big money maker, but just doing
Yeah,
it.
it makes a few shots.
Because most of the gifts that you're gonna have there are free.
Yeah, like, let's say,
Whatever they bid on is gonna be profit.
And then ask
There's-
a little
there's a
fun.
golf bag, you-
Yeah, right, yeah.
You know, the different.
Now, what they did with that one, they had tickets. So if somebody wanted a 55-inch TV with a $5 ticket.
Well, that's
So
what,
what they did, they had other people, we're gonna have some ancillary people to help. Somebody sell the 50-50, somebody said they did a 50-50, you know, if it's $400, the winning ticket get 200, the other 200 going to the pot. So they did a 50-50, they did a raffle. And something else they did, I know they did the 50-50 and the raffle, and you sell them right at the entry when they're coming in. You say, okay, maybe $5 for a ticket, or 3 for $20, or 10 for $50 or something like that. And you say, okay, here's a card. Oh, give me 10 tickets, or give me 5 tickets. So that money's already there. All the prizes are already paid for, because the people are donating it. You might, a cruise company may, you know, get them to do a little, they did that with the honor flight. Somebody, the cruise people were there, they donated a little weekend cruise.
Mm.
People bid it on. You know, so, or they got it with a ticket, so I don't know if you want to go ticket. The place with that is, we gotta have a nice display where they are, so as people come in, they can see them, and I don't think we're gonna have a clubhouse over there. Would we have enough space?
Usually you would do that right at the registration desk.
Right, that's what I'm saying, you'd have a,
They'll have
a big wall.
or whatever.
and you'd have all
they've got the
the,
same tent, last I saw, the tent was still there.
Yeah, I think they have a little bigger one now.
Yeah.
and then you'd have a sheet, by each one, you know, I'd be at 250, well, I'd be at 255. Well, I'm gonna go back and be at 260, well, somebody else be at 260, I'm gonna be at 275. And then when everything is over, you snatch them all up. And then you say the winning bid for this is that, or you could do, like I said, with the ticket, but that's quite a bit. They gave away a 55-inch TV with a $5 ticket, but
And you also have, you know, we could designate a hole as a challenge hole.
right, or
Usually
minimum,
Dave,
or you could put on there
Yeah,
minimum
Dave
bid.
handles that.
Yeah, that was great. You
Yeah.
get on the green,
You
you
buy the ticket right there, you pay them for the tickets, and
Yeah.
then, if you know.
you land in the green, you get a double.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are we limited to how many hole-in-ones we can have? You know, for card
I don't
donations.
think we
They
are.
normally on part.
They usually, the insurance companies, they're pretty familiar with the golf courses, they usually, you know, tell you,
With,
no, not that one,
Oh,
choose this one.
oh.
You know, a little bit more difficulty, you know, not too difficult, but.
Mm.
well, if it's only one, it's yours, you know, what if we could have some more equal?
Mm.
Yeah, we could
Maybe a
have-
golf cart giveaway on a hole-in-one, or, you know, it doesn't that necessarily have to be a car, it could be a different price.
Sure,
Mhm.
yeah, it could be a different price,
Mm.
yeah, absolutely.
And what about, for sponsorships, what about banners on the different holes? I mean, if a company wanted to sponsor a hole.
$100. $100, I think they,
That would be a whole sponsorship, you know, they would sell to different companies.
Right.
Usually, the same companies that are participating in the tournament,
they buy
that
one.
they want to see their.
The name on a hole.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Insurance companies, health companies,
Mhm.
attorneys, all those, you know, all this Walmart. Like
I
I saw
can't wait to
about,
get out and start doing this.
I saw about 25 or 30 at the last tournament. So what you do is you put 2 on a hole, because you only have 18 holes.
Right.
Then whoever at the driving range, that's another one, the driving range sponsor. You may want $500 for that, because everybody's gonna hit balls from the driving range. And so that's a bigger amount than it is if I'm just a hole. I'm on number 18, so, I mean, I just paid $100 for 18, but if I wanna be the sponsor where the driving range is, then that's a little bit.
Isabella, can the town develop a flyer or some promotional item for this golf tournament? You know, put the date February 27th, 2026.
Well, first you have to confirm that date with the other venue.
Well, that's what I was.
Maybe we should
We'll need more
How
details.
about we put TBD? Well, the reason is because if we have some kind of flyer, and we have some kind of material, we can start getting the sponsors. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If there's something on, you know, I'm not sure, you know, how we would do that, but we can have something on the town website. And then have like a flyer level.
To be determined.
Well, we need to, I think we need to define the sponsorships we want to be.
Well, I think,
Yeah, but
I think we need to get the date in stone.
That's
Yeah.
preferred.
Once we get the date in stone, because if I get a brochure and say, well, when is the tournament? It's sometime in February. No, it's February 26th. Can you commit right now to give me one gift by February 1st?
All right, so,
We
I mean,
advertise 27th and the vendor's like, yes,
Oh, the
they push the
27th,
date
I'm sorry.
later and they can. no
okay,
longer-
that's fair enough,
Yeah.
so I guess the first thing is to get my.
Also, on one label, one level that I don't see here is a T-shirt. So,
That's the person actually donates the shirts.
yeah, actually pays for it, you know, I mean, the company, like the chamber.
Yeah.
There's a level for the T-shirts. So I wasn't that sponsor of that, you know, that part of it too.
Is that
That
something,
way, our name was gonna be on every, you know, on every T-shirt.
is that something you want to do, Fred, the shirt?
So
think
what,
so, yeah.
what level should we have, right, so we have a T-shirt level. Let's write this down, what else, hole in one, right?
Well, hole in one, yeah, you could have that as a sponsor, but it's a given because I'll do that one, so
Yeah.
you don't have to look for it unless you wanna have another.
Well, the car one will be yours. If we have another one, we'll set up a car, we'll use a different item.
Yeah, different item.
And then we'll have the regular platinum, gold, bronze level, is that what you guys want?
Well, there's a title sponsor too, right?
Title
If
sponsor.
if usually the title sponsor, whoever they are, if you have more than one or two, should be the ones,
Top contributors.
it should be the ones
With
on
the
the
shirts, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you obviously are going to be a title sponsor here, Fred.
Depends on how much.
Yeah.
We'll make it worth it.
So,
I know it's way down the line, but we could talk to Costco. Have them to donate soda, water, and chips. And what you do is you have a golf cart and you just ride around while people are playing. Give me a Gatorade, give me a soda. And that's all complimentary. What they did the last one, they gave you 2 tickets. So you had 1 drink on the front, 1 drink on the back.
Mhm.
And that was complimentary. That was part of your course. And at the end, we thought we were gonna sit down. They just gave a box lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I think if we could contact Mission Barbecue, and like I say, the more we push the military, I think the more likely that people want to help us. So we could tell Mission, let's see, they're gonna be there I guarantee they're gonna be there on November the 3rd or whatever that first Friday is in November.
Mhm.
They bring their big 1.5 truck. The workers actually volunteer to come and feed the veterans that day. So they supply everything. They got all the plates, spoons, all the food you can eat and everything. All that's sponsored by Mission Barbecue Donation. Now, whether they would do that for us or not, I don't know, but that's one of the things they do every year. They and they got about 5 or 6 store restaurants. I don't know if you ever eaten at any of them. If you're a veteran, just tell me you're a veteran. They give you something.
Who would be our best contact?
For Mission?
Yeah.
I'll take that on.
We'll take that one.
Yeah. See if I can find, because we got one right there in right off of 75. I think that may be the closest. Is that the closest one to us? 75 and that Griffin.
So
I go in
you
there.
brought up a really good point about
Yeah.
volunteers. So we need volunteers at registration.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
spoke with Anna Soda from the Barbara Golden High School. And of course, being on a Friday, the kids have school.
Right.
So we're working on trying to get a teacher's work day, but
Mhm.
we need a date to work on that.
Yeah.
Well, we need one at registration.
Yeah, we need some
Fill that
background,
out.
and we need some people walking around.
Water.
That would give us some honor students.
I saw about 12 or 15 people
Art.
at the one they had Friday.
Oh, yeah, easily.
This was, and I'm also gonna contact him, the Chamber of Commerce Miami-Dade. Yeah, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. He played in our group.
How many
I'm gonna talk to
volunteers
him.
did you have at your Chamber of Commerce for?
We had the ladies from Santa Club doing the registration.
Mhm.
And of course, we gave them a donation, out of the proceeds. Then we had all the members, all the board members of the chamber.
Mhm.
They were all, we were all volunteers and
Right.
getting something.
I wonder if we could get volunteers from the American Legion.
What about the auxiliary? The auxiliary
auxiliary, yeah.
from the American Legion.
Yeah,
That's
they're
them,
moving that.
but most
The
of them
auxiliary will be the one,
they're retired.
should be the one in the registration.
My wife's in the auxiliary, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get.
So what I have as volunteer for tasks is registration,
Mhm.
the water soda cart, the silent auction, the 50-50 raffle, a beer cart, which will probably be the beer vendor. Beer vendor will go around with a beer cart.
Oh, you could put that in the same one. Have
Yeah.
one for beer and soda and one for
Right.
water.
Okay.
We'll either get for that one, we'll get the tank. They usually, like to do those things.
Okay,
The
and then
tank
cigar
room.
cart, somebody driving around, sell cigars. So those are the volunteers. I mean, I guess the beer cart and the cigar cart will be run by the vendors,
Yeah,
because they're making money off it.
See what happened, the
So what do
people
we
at the
need?
golf carts
We
will
need-
set it up for us.
Yeah,
They'll put all the soda and all the water, and then you just have a volunteer just to drive, go up to the hole number 5. Hey, would you like something to drink? Yeah, as a matter of fact, give me a beer out of it. And then they just give you a beer and you just keep
so
on.
registration and silent auction and 50-50 raffle are the ones I see so far where we need volunteers.
It's on option.
So how many volunteers do you think we need for registration? 4?
I would say 4, 4 to 5.
4 to 5.
Was the idea that people pre-register and then they just come in and they get their bag that has.
Oh, yeah,
goodies?
that's the other thing too. You gotta get a little gift bag.
Yeah.
So,
I'll supply the bags.
okay. And then we could get some people up, maybe one sleeve of golf balls, couple of tees, or
Yeah.
maybe it's a thermometer or something, and some health person might get something, put their little name on it, you drop it in the bag, we load them up the night before. As you register, you get your shirt, and you get your bag, you throw it in your cart.
Rene Garcia's office, they have golf balls with
Yeah.
their name on it, so that's one.
Oh,
really?
They can approach.
Yeah.
Contact Renee Garcia.
Rene Garcia office.
Do you know him personally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want Fred?
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
So silent auction, how many folks do we need for that? Do you think 2? Just 2 people running the silent auction?
Okay,
That's a
do you
lot.
wanna
Just
do
set
a
it up,
solid,
make all little
do you
signs.
wanna do a silent auction, or do you wanna just, win by ticket? That's a lot. for
Can we do,
just a
let's do
ticket.
both. Let's do both.
Well, we got the 50-50 raffle, which is really just 1 or 2 people selling them.
Yeah, right, there's somebody walking around.
Yeah.
The silent auction would do both. I mean, the silent auction, you could do whatever, whatever's out there.
I'm gonna put
with
2
whatever items.
volunteers.
We just went to one recently where they
2
had,
volunteers.
health supplies, beauty supplies, perfumes, cigars, liquor, all these different things you bid on. And some of the stuff we paid, I bought some stuff I paid more than what it was worth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
It's a fundraiser.
Mhm.
Went to charity, but that was one thing, and then the auction, the raffle itself, drawing the thing, that's fun. I really enjoyed that.
Right, yeah.
Fred had it. That was a blast. There were big baskets with
Yeah, wine,
Wine.
all the stuff. Yeah.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
The
lot of
first one that
fun.
we did, we actually had the board members to actually bring a gift basket,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
donate a gift basket.
That's why we had all the
Yeah.
gift baskets.
Yeah,
We're all donated by us, by the.
but contact the restaurant, see if they wanna do a dinner for 2.
Yeah, exactly. A dinner for two is a very nice thing. That's either a drawing or a bid, either one.
Right.
But we could have a certain amount, bid,
Yeah.
a silent auction, and then we could have, and I think we're gonna find a lot of the people, the same sponsors, the people that are going there are the ones that are gonna be, you know, buying that stuff and throwing money in.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
but the big thing is to get the date firm, and then we print
And
a
then everything goes.
sponsor
yeah,
sheet.
You get the, date.
So when you take it to the person, say, okay, what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna give you one golf bag. Okay, sir, who's the contact person? Okay, what day can I pick this up? Can I pick this up February 15th? Okay, who's my contact person? Because it may be cooperative in Pennsylvania, but I might pick it up right there in Pembroke Pines.
okay, what if I were to go ahead and I were to make up a sample sponsor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
It, it won't be etched in stone, but it's a sample, I'll do
Right,
one for
yes.
us.
We can take a look at it and then we can.
Right.
vote
And I'll
on
send it out, I'll email it to everybody, so we have our next
You
meeting.
can always add to it.
Yeah, right, right, yeah.
Okay, I'll have that
Yeah,
for our
because
next.
the first thing
update.
people say is, what date is, when you have it? And this is a good time, because, we talking what, 4 months now, three and a half, 4 months from now? Maybe
Yeah.
more.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, but the earlier we
Why
get it
wouldn't
out,
why wouldn't we use the reindeer run template for the sponsors? Because that has the same higher level, but
this
as
is
opposed to
different.
perhaps a mental health is, more. of
That's
a
fine,
fair-
either one, because both have the same, the
structure.
town provides the same things, we just, people pay more at the Ranger.
Change the
Yeah,
amounts.
yeah,
Mhm.
so you can send them either one.
But that way it details, you get a golf shirt, you get a booth, you get the advertising. And where is this gonna be advertised? Is it gonna be through Eventbrite? Is that where you sign up for it?
We use them right
Yeah.
there, yeah.
So that people, because I'm assuming that the draw is gonna be the golf course. Everybody
Yeah,
wants to
right,
play
yeah,
there.
brand new,
And it's brand
And
new.
we need
It's
to
gonna-
trade
it's
that
a
out.
It's a
Yeah.
high-end course.
first annual
So if we put it on
military
event, we put it on
golf course at
Eventbrite,
Miami Lakes.
that might draw a lot of people.
That's a
I've
good
got a
question, what
question.
we're gonna call it.
Is how,
Yeah, that's a good-
there's an issue of raising the amount of money we'll need to give the golf course. Whatever it is, $20,000, whatever it is. We will need to raise money to get that first in order to pay the golf course.
At least half, they'll probably want half,
All right, so we need to get half from our sponsors to pay them up front. Is that?
that's
the way that's
basically
gonna
the way it
work?
works, yeah,
So we need to get all this as
Right,
soon as possible.
yeah,
yeah. So we
And how
can
much
just-
time will they give us once they give us a date? Because we need to give them, they need us to give us a date. We weren't gonna hand them a check the day they give us a date.
right.
So we need.
We'll put on there, but let's say 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, a month before, maybe a month before.
But we have some conversations that need to happen. I think you said, you're going to talk to somebody,
We're gonna
Right,
talk
sir.
to,
I'll
and then
talk
you
to
as
Stu,
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can talk to Danny, I'll talk
Danny
to Stu.
Martinez.
And then what's your role as, with the rest of the team is talking to, influencers? Are you going to then go back and look for a date, or are you gonna?
I
leave it
think,
to
I
these
think at
guys?
this point I should leave it to this guy, because they've already given me a lot of negative pushback on it. So rather than have them reinforce why they're pushing back,
Mm.
to be fresh faces, professional people going and approach it from a different angle.
The other thing is, well, like you said, what is gonna be the title
There you go.
of
That was the
this,
next.
of this,
what are we gonna
this
call it?
something? Yeah. First annual military sponsored golf tournament in Miami Lakes at the new Miami Lakes Golf Course.
That's a
Something
long,
like that.
that's a long
Yeah, I know,
title.
that's too long. That's too long, but I'm just saying, to feature the golf course and also put let people know it has something to do with the military.
Well,
You
I
can
think
see,
the notion of the money going towards, this wall, this veterans
right,
wall,
yeah,
would entice some people who otherwise might be
Right.
like, oh, another, whatever.
It should be called Veterans Wall,
Fundraiser, golf course fundraiser.
yeah, and we can put on the bottom donation.
Yeah,
See,
Miami Lakes
somebody
Maybe
that
next,
doesn't,
Veterans Wall,
Yeah, that's
honor fundraiser,
yeah,
yeah.
somebody that doesn't play golf may just wanna donate $100. They may wanna
We
donate.
may get a bunch of
$200.
people like.
So we'll
Yeah.
put a donation.
You're gonna have the word
Yeah.
veterans there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna be-
yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, tell them
Sometime
what it's
they-
for, and then,
Yeah.
the thing is, we already have renderings that are gonna be approved October 2nd. I got an architect to do the renderings for the wall,
Mhm.
and it's inside us, he did it, he took a picture of where it's gonna be in Veterans Park. And he put the thing there, and, I gave you the first draft, but he's giving me a second draft, third draft, I got 3D view, I can walk around it. And anyway, so we will be able to put on that brochure what we're trying to raise money for.
Right. A portion of the money will go to building the wall in Miami Lakes.
And honoring our veterans.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Where the other portion would go.
Well,
Mr. James Retirement Fund?
no, we can name, we could name an organization or that, but what about the scholarship fund for the one that we do at the end of the year
We're
for?
running out of veterans in Miami Lakes are eligible for. We already got one
Oh, really?
family that's gotten it 3 times,
Oh,
you know,
okay, okay.
it's kind of a sad commentary,
Yeah.
right?
Or
You know, and it's, you know, there's,
what about something for disabled veterans?
well, we got ideas. I mean,
Okay.
if we're going to, have any extra spare money for the, besides all be going into the wall. You know, we could always give it to the American Legion Post 144,
Right?
because they have a relief fund that is actually used quite a bit.
Yes.
You know, where we help, you know, some of the veterans in there fix their cars because they have no money when the car
Housing.
breaks
You know,
down.
loans,
So we
granting small loans.
we give them
Yeah.
small loans, you know, 0 interest, and
There
they
you
pay
go.
what they can pay.
There you go.
And some guys we know are never gonna pay us back, but they only get 1 loan. But I
Yeah,
mean,
you were
it's,
just, weren't you here last month for the
well,
loan too? I thought you were just.
no, we actually have a guy who's come back to us a few times. His car broke down, then his air conditioning broke down. Just some bad luck, but he's been paying it. He's
Oh,
been
okay.
paying it. So we're like, as long as you're paying it, we'll keep on giving you a loan.
Alright.
And I mean, it saves them. It saves them, you know, so it's, when we started it, I didn't think it was gonna be used, but it's being used a lot. You know,
I
Pedro
think-
Pete is being real busy being asked.
Sure.
He's doing a good job.
I think calling the tournament,
The veterans,
the Veterans Wall Memorial
Yeah.
Golf Tournament. And then,
all proceeds
like
go
that.
to the
I
wall.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Veterans Memorial Golf Tournament.
We're not memorial, we're not dead.
Veterans Golf Tournament, first,
Veterans
Veterans.
Monument
Yeah, veterans,
Monument
Miami
Golf.
Lakes Veterans Monument
Golf Tournament.
Golf fundraising golf tournament.
Something
You know.
along those lines.
Golf tournament,
like
golfing
that,
event,
yeah.
golf tournament,
Golf Tournament.
Golf
Yeah.
tournament.
veterans monument, golf, monument,
Fundraising,
no.
Fun,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's say monument off, we can see the after, veterans golf tournament.
No, that moves
No.
out a little.
That's a
They
little.
wanna be-
vague.
You're gonna pull the
That's a
people
little
in with
vague.
a
I
wall.
wanna be specific.
Cause like, I think was mentioned, people will say, you know what, I don't want it, but I'll give $100 for the wall, sure.
Veterans,
Yeah, Miami Lakes
Miami Lakes Veterans.
Veterans Monument. Fundraise.
and somewhere at the bottom, we can
Golf
put
tournament
at the
fundraiser,
new,
golf tournament
at the
fundraiser,
new
fundraiser,
Miami Lakes Golf Course.
golf tournament group.
we can kick this around and come up with a few different names and we'll finalize it our next time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm putting both Miami Lakes Veterans Monument Golf Tournament Fundraiser. Says what it is. It's a
Being
mouthful.
specific, it helps because that's,
Yeah. And then we have pictures of the wall that were the monument we're trying to build. Everybody sees it. And then, we'll
Billy
figure out.
Graham's memorial is always goes to the Boy Scouts. The chamber goes to all the charities here in Miami Lakes for kids, Arkansas, Florida, Teachers Playhouse, you know, so
Mm.
it's better to let the people know where the money's gonna go.
So what we have right now, just to reiterate, we got Fred and Bill, we're gonna go ahead and contact the grant company.
Right.
We're gonna get a date confirmed, hopefully, before our next meeting. We haven't announced that yet, when that will be, hopefully it'll be in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. We're also talking about the sponsorship package that we can start putting this together without dates. I'm gonna make up an outline for that. I'm gonna send it out to you guys, and you can add to it, just whatever you wanna add to it or change it, whatever. Just an idea, it's an outline to get it going. We're also gonna work on the name, to include the monument and the tournament. And hopefully we'll have something that we can we'll vote on that the next time we meet, we'll pick a name for it. The sponsorship packages, again, you know, I'll just lay some numbers out there based on what these other tournaments have been doing. Fred gave me a couple of them. I got this one over here and I got a couple more that we'll see what they basically charge and try to stay in line with what they've been doing. Sponsorship opportunities, volunteers. We're looking to, we talked to the Women's Auxiliary from the American Legion, maybe get them to handle the registration.
And the silent option.
Yeah, once we have a date, once we have a date, we can start to.
Any other ideas for volunteers?
Who else?
We got the 50/50 route volunteer, but that could be the same people who do the silent auction. But in the end, just do the setup. everybody can do the setup. And then they just kind of tally who won each thing.
I mean, we are somewhat limited as far as the dinner, because you know, or whatever it is, it's just a luncheon.
Right.
It'll be a luncheon, because it's under the tent, so you don't wanna, it can't be too fancy.
No,
Yeah,
that's why.
That's why Barbie
place
does,
is
yeah.
Perfect.
that's a perfect one for, you know, for that.
He bring the truck in and
Yeah,
kids jump out and set
Self-contained
the
and-
tables up. And next thing you know, you're going through the line and have 2 or 3 kinds of meat. You have beans, coleslaw, water, soda, beer.
Well, excuse me, what's the wait time from the time we have 8 people per hole, everybody starts, and so.
If you
we-
start at
we
8
expect that
o'clock,
they'll all
if you
finish
start
about
at
the
8
same
o'clock,
time.
you should be through by 12:31. It's about 4 hour for
We
you.
start at 8 o'clock.
It's a shortcut start, everybody.
Yeah.
Be off at 8,
Play that.
you should be done by 12:30.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
Other
Because
day,
we-
we started 8:30, we were at 12:15, we were done.
Yeah.
There's a lot more details to work out. The
You can get
announcement,
a breakfast sponsor.
a breakfast spot, that's a great
Oh,
idea.
Good
Yeah.
day,
Some
people
bagels,
come
some
in,
coffee.
Yeah, all
Bloody
the,
Marys,
donate.
yeah,
Bloody Marys, that's just funny, Billy gotta watch this.
yeah,
This guy
somebody
is
did,
smoking cigars, drinking Bloody Marys and mimosas at 8 o'clock in the morning.
somebody
Wow.
did the Chick-fil-A at one, where they had those sandwiches.
Mm.
They just gave the sandwich out and they had some orange juice there, you just grab
Oh,
and then they have a little fruit, have banana,
yeah.
apple, tangerine,
Or else
something
we
like
can
that.
get
just
Vicky
grab-
Bakery to donate,
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, they had a.
Coffee,
300 boxes.
Oh.
Pastelitos,
And there,
diabetes,
inside there, you have a
Yeah.
croqueta, pastelito, and, you know, everybody likes that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of clean, you know, you just hand the,
Yeah.
when you register the people, just hand the box.
Right,
You know, so-
And the Chamber of Commerce, that'd be a great place to advertise our,
Yeah, no, we'll do that.
yeah.
We'll do that.
so,
Yeah, also too, I like to do it when we play on November, when I'm playing the tournament at November for Honor Flight. I'm hoping that I'll have some brochures or something.
Oh,
Is there any kind of way we can send it, Emily, to the, for people that want to play? You know, do you wanna play in the, first, golf tournament and just send it out to our correspondents, or people in Miami Lakes? Is that possible? You know, sorry, not
Like a
even,
mass emailing,
yeah, mass email. First,
I don't think they have the capability.
Yeah, we don't do mass emails, we usually use social media or
Okay.
website, Eventbrite.
Well, we'll have that too,
websites
but we
like
can-
that.
yeah,
Okay,
we-
once we have the date, we could do that.
Right,
okay.
right.
And then also we can approach the Miami Laker and stuff like
Right.
that. And
Yeah, Miami Laker will.
yeah, it
a
helps us.
little-
Yeah.
little
We need a photographer, so
maybe
we can
get
talk
Bill
about
Ward
that down,
there.
yeah.
Well, especially if the if the Graham companies are gonna like, hopefully I'm gonna ask them to give us a break on the cost,
Mhm,
you know?
right,
I think it's.
that would be
appropriate
nice if
also.
they give us a
Yeah.
break, yeah.
mm.
Then it's their paper, right? So
Mhm.
they'll be able to advertise.
Yeah.
it.
Can
Well,
you get a
it probably
photographer?
serves a twofold purpose because they're still trying to generate interest in the golf club.
Right, yeah,
So this would be
Somebody
a
may
big
want-
tournament.
hey, I think I wanna join,
It might generate some memberships.
yeah.
And certainly would generate, people would be aware, oh, it's up and running and it's over here.
It's beautiful, I
No,
tell
I
you,
think it'll work out.
they
really
did that
well.
right. I went out there about 2 weeks ago. It was
Larry,
beautiful.
which other person was this supposed to call?
Pardon me?
Which other person was I supposed to call besides Danny?
The guy from the golf course.
No, the grants.
No,
yeah.
the Dan Martinez from the Grand, but was somebody else that you say, can you call him?
Oh, it was Renee Garcia.
Renee
Garcia.
Yeah. Golf balls.
Be fun.
Yeah, he could come, that'd really be nice.
Mhm.
You know, a couple of VIPs. What about attendance from the town officials?
Well, I
I would
mean,
need the date and the
Yeah.
details for that, but they'll be invited.
yeah, when I briefed it to them, they were very excited.
Yeah, they have to pay.
Well, yeah, of course they got to pay,
Well, we can invite the governor.
Mhm.
you know, I mean,
They want to get next to the government, it's gonna cost us.
these guys,
Nothing's for nothing.
I know the vice mayor is, he has a serious foursome that he usually plays.
Oh, yeah,
And He
okay.
usually wins, so.
Brian mentioned something about the wall at that council meeting.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, the vice mayor beat me in the
Did he?
last one, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, I pointed at him, I go.
Yeah, but he had a pro.
I know,
Play with him.
I know.
A ringer.
He had
Yeah.
a ringer.
You bring
Man,
it.
we had a ringer.
Yeah.
Not a ringer.
But it
But
wasn't
not
as
a
good as
good enough
their
for you.
ring.
Not a
Never
pro.
Yeah.
It's a pro.
Yeah, ring.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fred's upset, he
That's
cheated better.
Yeah.
yeah, because right at the beginning, I'm gonna beat you this year. I said, okay.
All right, so
Never cheat,
that's
what you
great,
do.
that's great. Yeah. That sounds good.
I think there's basically not a lot more we can do here.
Yeah, let's do a motion for adjournment.
Anything else anyone wants to add that
For
we
the
need
record,
to?
do a roll call, that was never taken.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
roll call. Perez, president, Borman, president, Michael Poot, president, Mr. James, president. All present. We have quorum.
Yeah.
All right,
It's gonna be fun.
When would be a convenient time, you think, for the next,
No, do you guys prefer Mondays, Tuesdays, same time, 6 o'clock,
Monday's good.
Monday?
Yeah, well, these are good.
Because I got pretty much meetings Tuesdays. Wednesdays.
Yeah, I do too. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
What, as you suggested, doing the backward planning sequence, if this thing is in February, at what point do we expect to have things locked in with sponsorships, events? Because we're already planning our October meeting. That doesn't give us that much time, October, less than, so October, November, December, January, 4 months.
Well, Bill will make his call, I'll make my call
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we,
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm
Something-
gonna ask for the February date and a March date, and I'm gonna say February, March, or April. What can you give me? And see what they
States
say.
April, you're running the spring break and it's sort of one month. like
April, you
spring
don't wanna
break.
do it because of the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the rain.
You
April.
get rain in,
Yeah.
February is that ideal.
February, March.
February is the
February's
best.
ideal,
February's
February,
perfect.
but because I'm worried about the timing issue. Getting, we gotta get $11,250.
I don't think that's gonna be hard thing to do. I feel good about it. Everyone I spoke to about, it, they seem willing to, and I've already spoken to a few people. I think it'll be a pretty easy thing.
Okay. I'm glad you're confident.
And I'm looking
But I
forward
never
to
used
getting out there,
both as
knocking on
horse
doors.
bags.
I'm really looking forward to getting out there and starting to solicit this thing, collecting money.
All right, so when do we want to have the next meeting? It's Mondays, 6 o'clock.
Okay, October 13th is available.
So I make
or do you
a
want
motion for Mondays at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
You
The
might-
second.
The 13th, they're not next Monday, the one after.
All those in favor?
Yeah.
He would have seconded it.
Yeah, that's right. I can't put that down.
Okay, in between now and then, we'll see if we can line up some of the volunteers.
Right.
So
And,
Monday the 13th.
I will be in Portugal, gentlemen, so just to let you know.
on the 13th.
Yeah,
Do you
I'll be
want
in for the
to-
whole month, I'll be gone. You gotta have a meeting on. So,
Nice. You want to Fatima?
yeah, and I'm gonna go,
I've never
doing the
twice.
Camino de Santiago,
Camino Santiago? Oh, wow.
150 kilometers.
Portugal is beautiful.
I've never been.
Beautiful.
I've never been to any place that's civilized and people are happy.
People there are very educated,
Yeah,
very,
I've been doing all this.
pleasing.
I've been going to civilizations now. It's a lot better vacation.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry, you don't have to look over
Wear,
your shoulder.
wear much less body armor.
And the Fatima Sanctuary is beautiful.
I've never seen it. I don't
Tremendous
know.
experience.
I'm really
Been there
looking forward
twice.
to it.
Yeah.
Isabel, is that date available?
Yes, the 13th.
Okay, so we tentatively set up for that date.
I believe you all said 6
That's
o'clock.
February, excuse me, that's
Correct, 6
October
o'clock,
13th.
Monday,
October
October
13th.
13th.
And that's on Monday, 6 PM here.
It's a good day.
Yes,
If
so
there's nothing else, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second it?